a little bit different. We're going to stop over here for today. I'm going to share with you a quick vart on the parsha. Takes us back to our, if you remember again, in our original days. I'm leaving. Rabbi Richter is giving shir to him. I'm leaving a little work. All right. So remember, this takes us back to our old days a little bit, where we used to a little vart on the parsha, and then start Shachris late. So again, Kadesh Yamenu Kikedem. Well, so listen to this. So the pasuk says, this is in. Actually, the pasuk says this is in Parak Chav Beis. So halacha pasuk aleph. Pasuk says im machteres yimatzei aganov vehuga vameis ein lo damim. So we'll say an interesting halacha talking about the idea machteres yimatzei aganov. So what does this mean? If a thief comes in secret to your house to steal, right? Rashi HaKadosh points out over here machteres kishahaya choter es habayis. Shabbos says, so what happens? Someone breaks into my house and is trying to steal my stuff. I find such a person doing this. Ein lo damim. So v'huka v'meis, I kill the guy, right? We have this also, right? What is it, right? Castle doctrine, right? Castle doctrine, right? That you're allowed to go ahead and defend your home. Someone comes to your home, someone breaks into your home, you're allowed to go ahead and defend your home. And if you do, there's no legal liability. That's the pasuk saying, Machteres yimatzei aganov. So again, someone comes into your house the middle of the night to try to steal your stuff, v'huka, and you kill him, and he dies, ein lo damim, there is no liability. So we'll say there is an incredible piece by the Kotzker. The Kotzker, Zecher Tzaddik V'Kadosh Livracha, says something like this. I just want to quote to you. He says, what does it mean? In b'machteres yimatzei aganov. So we'll say the literal translation is, if in secret, machteres, Rashi says over, machteres means choter, literally tunneling. If a person comes into your house again in secrecy, so the Kotzker says, kilomar, there's an incredible Musar Haskel on this. Im choter adam b'pnimiuso, umamik lachtor benivchi nafsho achavuyim. So Rabbi say, listen to this. Im machteres. Machteres is a mandate. Machteres is, I need to really go deep inside of myself. I need to really tunnel inwards. Rabbi says, so often in life, we don't really know who we are. So often in life, we even only know ourselves superficially. I know myself like on the chitzonius level. But what's the mandate in life? Machteres. I have to tunnel inward. I have to discover the real me. I have to figure out ultimately again, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are the positives? What are the minuses? I have to tunnel inward. The Kotzker says, if you find the courage to go b'machteres, to literally tunnel into yourself, you'll find something. Listen to this. Chazaka alav, get ready. Sheyimatzei es haganov shebo. I will say, if you tunnel inward, right? B'machteres, what will you find? Yimatzei haganov. You'll find your inner ganov. Rabbi say, what's your inner ganov? We all have an inner ganov. Like the inner ganov, Rabbi say, are those things. It's the qualities, it's the traits, it's the behaviors, it's the actions which derail me from accomplishing great things in life. See, Rabbi say, often when we don't accomplish what we want to accomplish, the reflexive reaction is to blame it on someone or something external. I would be great if I didn't have to drive carpool, which actually is a true statement. That's actually a true statement, right? That actually is objectively true, right? I would be great if I didn't have to do this. Or I would be great if my wife would be like this, if my parents would have given me like this, if my boss would only recognize this. And by the way, they may all be true statements, but at the end of the day, the buck of your life stops with you. At the end of the day, my responsibility for self-actualization rests with me. And when I'm honest with myself, if I'm willing to go b'machteres, if I'm willing to tunnel inwards, Rabbi say, I'm going to find my ganov. I'm going to find the things that are stealing from my dynamic life accomplishment. I'm going to find the things that are preventing me from really becoming the best version of me. I'm going to find the things that are really holding me back. And I'm going to discover it's no one else. It's no one else. It's me. It's me. I'm going to find the behaviors that are stunting my growth. I'm going to find the habits that are holding me back. I'm going to find all different things inside of me if I'm willing to tunnel inside of myself. In b'machteres, I will say, if you're willing to really be alone with yourself, really willing to tunnel inward, really willing to take a hard look inside, yimatzei haganov. Ultimately, again, I will find the things that are holding me back. And of course, the Kotzker doesn't say it, but it's understood. And if you're able to find the things that are holding you back, then ultimately what? You're also able to chase the Ganav out. Because we will say, when does the Ganav remain inside the personalistic house? Only when the owner is not looking. But once the owner comes, what does the Ganav do? He jumps out the first available window. If I have the courage to go live in Machteres, the tunnel inward, and take a real look at myself, I'll find the Ganav. And when I find the Ganav, I'll be able to finally deal with him, chase him away from my sacred personalistic home, and accomplish great things. Chevra, Shabbos. All right, Shabbat.